Hello lovely people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video isn't fitness related or nutrition related. It's really important to me, and it's really important that, you know, if this video can speak out to even one person, one woman dealing with what I've had to deal with, then that would make me really happy to be able to give that person a little bit of guidance and support with this. I'm Jodie, and I have finally, after 15 years, got my diagnosis of endometriosis. So this video is talking you through my journey, my symptoms, finally being diagnosed with endometriosis, and my journey through the hospital, having the operation, and my recovery as well. This video is going to be all about my journey with endometriosis, the possibility of having adenomyosis as well, and my kind of ups and downs. It has been a roller coaster, so I really hope you enjoy this one. If you've got any questions at all, then please just comment below, and then I can answer those Q&As on a separate YouTube. Let's just get straight into it. So for reference, it is Wednesday the 6th of November, which means that I am 10 days post-op. So I wanted to take this opportunity to talk you through my experience at the hospital, and I suppose my symptoms and everything leading up to my operation. I wasn't able to do it as early as what I wanted just because I was in a lot of pain. But to be honest, a lot of that pain has subsided now. I'm feeling more me again. I am struggling with period pains because I'm actually due in 6 days' time. So the soreness and the bloating, like all up here that I was talking about, has definitely died down. What I heard was that it took two to 3 weeks for it to go, but actually, I'm not back to normal yet. There is still some bloating there, but it is massively changed in the past week and a half. So I'll show you the difference of me now compared to what you will see in the video. So this video is basically going to talk you through my recovery, how I get prepared for the operation, and what my bloating's like and things like that. I'm really open and honest with the incisions and how it affects me, because I wanted this video to really be honest and truthful. I have said this in the video, but the doctors definitely downplayed the pain, and I'm anything but transparent. So I really wanted this video to be that really safe space that you could kind of feel a bit more prepared, ready for the operation if you are somebody who is going to have a laparoscopy soon. So yeah, I just want to start, before I go through the op and everything and how I got to that place, I just wanted to talk about my symptoms and just briefly what I've been through in the past 15 years. So I don't know if you can see, but I've got some lilies in the background there that my sister got me, which is really lovely. So where to start? I was about 14 or 15 when I got my first period. Obviously, they're not nice for anyone, ladies watching this, they're not nice, but from the off, I knew something wasn't right. My mum would have to come and pick me up from school. I'd be violently sick. I remember once I was doing my GCSEs and I was in the hall waiting to sit my exams, and I was so violently sick. It was horrendous, all down the car, out the window when she came and picked me up, and it was just awful. Obviously we're talking almost 15 years ago here, so I'm just kind of trying to remember back, but I just remember having to take days off school, blacking out, being sick, and I went to the doctors with my mum and they put me on the pill. Now, I don't remember it ever being a conversation of, you know, like a two-way conversation of like, do you want to go in the pill? It was just what was done. Like there was no other option. And to be honest, it really did help with my symptoms for a very long time. I think I was on the pill for about 10 years, which is a really, really long time. And then I graduated from uni when I was 23, so about 9 years. And I remember that I'd just come off the pill and I came on, like, it was just really, really bad timing. It's typical, isn't it? But I came on the day that I was graduating, and the bloating and the pain was honestly horrendous. Like I was just so poorly. I remember getting through the graduation, and then my close family, my mum, my dad, my grandparents, my sister, we all went for a meal. And I remember having scampi and chips and then having to like rush to the toilet. And I was so poorly, like I was being sick. It was coming out the other end. I was just so ill because I'd come on my period. And it's really horrible thinking back, to be honest, just because like it literally ruined what was meant to be one of the most important celebratory days of something that I had done. I'd accomplished something in my life, and I wasn't able to enjoy it because I was just in so much pain. Anyway, I then moved to Cardiff. If you've kind of followed my journey so far, you'll know already that this is the time where I started like losing weight. I started embarking on my own fitness journey. So I was going through a lot of changes. I'd also broken up from my boyfriend at the time. So yeah, I moved to Cardiff, and I, like I say, came off the pill, but was kind of starting to take it a little bit again. And then I just thought, oh, you know what? I've been taking this for such a long time. Like I just want to try something else. Like I just remember I obviously wanted to protect myself from like getting pregnant and things as well. So I made an appointment to get the coil fitted. Now, prior to this appointment, I basically had some scans at the doctors in Cardiff, and they told me that I had suspected adenomyosis. They just rang me up and was like, yeah, you've got suspected adenomyosis. Didn't talk me through what it was, what it does, what I can do to help with that. Like, it was just horrendous. Like, they just were just like, yeah, okay, that's it. And I just didn't know really, like I say, like what it does and how it was affecting my body, but knew it was something to do with like your lining of the blood with your uterus and everything, and that it was to do with my periods, which made so much sense, getting some answers at least as to why I struggle with my periods so badly. So anyway, I decided to have the coil fitted. Now, getting the coil fitted, I'm honestly like I know I've been in pain recently, but I've got like a really good pain threshold. Like I really, really do. Like the amount of pain that I go through like a month-to-month basis, like I'm pretty strong. But I've got to say, getting the coil fitted, fucking hurt. Mind my French. It was like literally somebody going like up and then a really intense cramp, but that's not going to be the same for everybody, because I've since obviously learned that I actually am not like normal, and I do actually have a disease. So don't let that stress you out if you are thinking of going and getting the coil. It was actually, once it was fitted, it was there for like a good couple of years. So I met my current boyfriend, Kieran. By this point, I'd moved back to Shrewsbury. So no wonder I was like confused, like going from doctor to doctor. You know, I was in Aber and then Cardiff and then Shrewsbury. So yeah, I met Kieran, was on the coil at this time, and to be honest, it did help with my symptoms. Like when we first got together, we were going out for meals and social events, and obviously like stopped my periods for quite a long time, like a couple of years. And then it just started to feel like a bit uncomfortable. We were then in Telford, which is really close to Shrewsbury, but we moved to Telford, not by our own choice. I basically had an appointment with the doctor there, and the doctor said to me like, we think you've got endometriosis, but we can't see the endo because your coil's in the way. So then I had to go and get my coil removed by, listening to the doctor. That's what they told me. Got the coil removed, went back for another ultrasound for my scan, and they were like, well, we don't know why they told you that, because we can't actually see endo via these types of scans. You'd need to have a laparoscopy operation. So can you imagine the frustration and the hurt? So after everything I'd been through, all the pain, I'd finally got something that was kind of helping. I was never getting another one put back in because it's so fucking painful. So I'd had this coil taken out, and then the scan to then say like, oh yeah, we can't see it anyway. So I then made an appointment with a gynecologist, and this does upset me because it feels like it was yesterday. I have been gaslighted, ignored, not listened to, not taken seriously for so many years. I went for this gynecology appointment in Telford, and I can't even tell you, like, he belittled me. He didn't even examine me. He didn't take me seriously. And I literally walked out of that room crying. Like, he literally didn't even examine me, which is actually like disgusting. So I rang my doctor back up, just like the normal GP practice, and basically demanded to go and see another guy. But she was like, we don't really do that really, but I could write you a letter. And I was like, well, please, like, I need to speak to someone who is going to take me seriously. And for the second gynecology appointment, which came through in around, I want to say April, May time of 2023, I took my boyfriend Kieran with me, and I took my mum with me, because I was like, I need that support, that physical support in that room with me, so that they just take me seriously. He did listen, he did examine me. Even when he was examining me, he was just like, something's not right here, like that should not be hurting. And I got really upset, and I don't know whether it was having the support, getting upset, I don't know what it was, but he actually took me seriously for the first time in my life. Sorry. Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was taken seriously. So he put me on the list then. He said it's quite a way, but you need to have a laparoscopy. And I'm not going to name this doctor, but bless him, he did give me some advice, because I said, well, I'm moving to like Leicestershire area soon. I know, moving again, we've been all over the place, like we're settled here now. But we were moving to Leicester area, and he basically on the down low said, like, don't tell, you would have to go through everything again, is what he basically said. Like, if I moved to Leicester, made an appointment with the doctor, waited for gynae, went to see gynae, I'd have to go through everything again. So he said it's so much better to just keep your place on this list. He said, I will be doing the operation for you, we'll put you on the list. It's probably going to be a wait, but you can just come back to the hospital and get it done. Cool. So since May 2023, obviously for this video, it's now November 2024. Every single month, it was like the coil's effects were like wearing off. And every month, my symptoms just got worse and worse, like debilitating. I was teaching at the time. I was teaching up until December last year, December 2023, and I would have to take days off work. I was doing supply teaching at the time, so I wasn't even getting sick pay. I literally couldn't move from the bed. My partner would have to like literally help me to the toilet. It was just horrendous. now that I know, obviously, that I have been diagnosed, and I'm going to move on to that during this video, but for me, like, it's not a bad period. Like, it wasn't just bad cramps. When people think it's just your belly, it's not just your belly. Like, I have, like, sorry if this is like TMI, open on a space here, the rectal pain is horrendous. Like, my body's trying to get rid of that, it's trying to get rid of this. Like, I'd have pains shooting down my legs, like pins and needles, like in my feet, you know, like migraines, like every single month, I swear, was just getting worse. The most recent months, it's literally like me with my TENS machine. If you haven't heard of a TENS machine, I'll pop a picture here. And it basically helps with, it creates pain, but like a static kind of, it's like a different kind of pain, so it takes away that pain, if that makes sense. Like, women literally have it when they're giving birth. So I have that. I'm like crying on the floor, in the bath, just heat. Heat is what helps. Since January 2024, I've actually set up my own business. I run an online nutrition coaching business, which I love. And obviously, I still deal with it every month, but it gives me that flexibility, which I'm so grateful for. I can still support and guide my clients. I've got my laptop on me now. Periods were just getting worse. And then I finally heard about my operation. Now, they did tell me that the laparoscopy was probably going to be like November 2024 kind of time. But I hadn't heard anything, at all. And from kind of like July to now, I've been working on my health and fitness again. I've made some really good progress. I've put my name down to be involved in this photo shoot, like a fitness photo shoot, really putting myself out there because I've never done anything like it before. And then, yeah, it threw a spanner in the works, let's say that. I'm still doing this photo shoot, by the way. It's in December, 5 weeks away, less than 5 weeks away. I received a phone call in October, like, okay, Jodie, is you okay to come in for your pre-op? No warning, no letter, no reminder, no nothing. So I had to travel all the way to Telford for my pre-op appointment, where they took some bloods, my height, weight, that kind of thing. Again, like, I literally had to ask for a nurse to come and speak with me, to tell me what to expect about this operation. I hadn't been told anything. Like, honestly, the most information I've received has been the support of other women who have been through it, and I wouldn't have even been given that support if it wasn't for opening up on my socials. I've spoken out about it on my Instagram, and these ladies like literally got in touch with me, which has been amazing. But anyway, so I asked to speak with a nurse. I need to talk to somebody. I don't know what to expect. So nurse came and spoke with me, and she's like, yes, so what do you want to know then? And I was like, well, anything, to be honest, like how long the wait for the op's probably going to be, what the recovery's going to be like. She basically said, well, no work, no driving for at least 2 to 3 weeks. And when I mentioned strength training, she was like, no. It's like soul crushing. She said, no. Not for like a good 6 to 8 weeks, maybe even longer. So I was like, right, that's going to be the new year then. And then I came home, and literally 2 days later, and in the room they'd said to me, to be honest, it can be between 2 weeks and 2 months, but it'll probably be closer to the 2 weeks, just because if it surpasses the 2 months, then we have to get you back for the pre-op again, which obviously isn't ideal. I received a phone call 2 days later, basically saying, okay, so we've got an update for you, Jodie, in 10 days time. So much for the 2 weeks notice that they had to give me. And yeah, told me that my operation date was on Sunday, the 27th of October. So earlier than I thought, right in the midst of like prepping for this photo shoot and everything. But at the end of the day, my health is the most important thing. That is what I'm passionate about. It's what I'm passionate about helping, you know, my ladies and gents with inside of my program. It's all about bettering their health, their fitness, you know, their confidence as well. I knew that I was never gonna not say yeah, like I needed to get this done. Fast forward to my operation date. You will see in the videos that I'm about to show you me going through like day 1, day 3, how I'm feeling throughout the recovery. Darling, can you say hello? Hello. She doesn't look impressed, does she? Just got back from shopping, so I just wanted to show you what I've bought ready for my operation, and then I'll show my bag of stuff that I'm taking as well. So I'm gonna have to move for a minute, babe. Over here, good girl. Okay, so one of my friends who's had the operation recommended that I get some wound dressing ready for where the incisions are going to be made, basically, because she said that the hospital don't provide you with enough and you need enough for like 12 to 14 days. So got some dressings, got some antiseptic cream for the wounds as well. And then basically, because I'm being incisioned, like as far as I'm aware, 2 on my hips, and then the other one is in my belly button, and apparently that's more sore because obviously there's like more tissue and stuff around there. And I'm not going to want anything on my belly. Like if you were here for the previous YouTube, I literally said like that I wanted to go out and buy some stuff where I'm not going to have like that pressure here. So I bought this from Peacocks. So this was £16. So I thought like that's just, it's like a size 16 or something, I think. So it's nice and big. So I thought that'll be like really nice when I'm just like chilling. So I got that. I bought myself some like, again, really big pajama bottoms because I don't want like pressure on my belly. So I bought them. So I went for the big in the bottoms and then just my usual like small size for like a little top because I'm not going to need to like worry about like that region, hopefully. I bought, oh, this is really nice, you know. So those bottoms and top were from Primark. This was from Primark as well, actually. So I got this in a size medium. This was £12, but like it's honestly so soft, really long. So again, I thought that would be perfect for like chilling. I say chilling, like recovering, sat at the house. So I'm going to be at my dad's as well, so I can't just be sat in like whatever. So I got that. I got as well like just like a normal pair of pajamas just for like every day. Because I thought they were quite cute. And then I haven't bought myself a new pair of slippers in like forever. And by the way, like I need new clothes. Like I've been saying it for months and months and months. So I feel like this is me starting. Like I hate shopping. I really hate shopping. I'm even tired from, I mean, I was awake at 5:30, but I'm even tired from going today. But I feel like I've made like a start finally. Anyway, so those clothes, and then I got these slippers, but oh my God, so soft. So they've got like 2 ring kind of things and then memory foam. So, and I can never find slippers in my size. They're always like size 4, size 5, and I'm a size 7. So, and I got some slippers as well. So yeah, I'm going to show you what I've packed aside from those bits, what I've packed for the hospital bag. It's the day of the operation, so it is 7:15 on Sunday the 27th of October. I have to keep my voice down a little bit because I'm now at my dad's. So after you saw me yesterday, I literally like packed my bags. I know I was going to show you like what I've got, but I'm actually going to do that this morning because I had like a big bag full of like stuff for my dad's and then my actual hospital bag sort of thing. Anyway, so I like packed my stuff. Kieran ran me a bath, so I had a bath. I'm actually going to have a shower this morning because that's been recommended before I go to hospital. So I'm going to get a shower and then I'm actually going to straighten my hair, which I never do. But because I'm not going to be able to shower for a couple of days, it's so much easier to like handle, basically, like when it's straight. So yeah, I'm going to straighten it this morning. So anyway, yeah, had a bath, sorted my stuff, and then Dad drove us back to his. We didn't get back until like 8 o'clock last night, and then just had like some tea and stuff. He did us like these like Aldi pizzas, which was like lovely and just what I needed, to be honest. I'm only allowed a small brekkie this morning, so I've got a bagel ready to go. So I'm gonna have that with some jam this morning. Like I say, it's 7:15 and I'm not allowed to eat past 7:30, so I'm gonna be eating pretty soon. And yeah, then I'm just allowed like small sips of water. I've got to be at the hospital for 12:30. And then obviously, like, I guess the surgeon will come talk to me, the anaesthetist as well. I'm under no illusion that it's going to be like there and then. Like, I think there will be like a little bit of a wait, but my stepmom's driving me there, and then my mum's going to meet me at the entrance, and then we're going to find like the proper like ward together, because I just wouldn't be able to find it, and probably neither was she. So it just makes sense to meet each other there. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. But also it doesn't feel like it's happening. Like, it's like a really weird, like, I think it's doing me good talking about it, so I know that I'm actually going for it, if that makes sense. But yeah, obviously nutrition is really important to me, and it's what I literally teach all about to my clients. I think that obviously my appetite is going to be quite low for the first couple of days. Like, I don't know that, but I know from having surgery before in the past for like my knee and stuff, that the anaesthetic can make you feel really sick. So I got to my dad's, let me just show you. So I got him to get some like potatoes in so I could have jackets and stuff, some obviously like fresh salad. I've made a couple of these up this morning, so these are my very favourite overnight Biscoff wheat bix. So I've got a couple of those like ready to go. He's also gotten some like fresh chicken for me, so I can, or they can throw like wraps together like really easy for me. I've got some like cheese strains because they're pretty good for like a snack and protein, to be honest. And then he's picked me up lists like tuna pasta bake as well. And then there are a couple of bits in the freezer. And then I've actually brought along with me some like easy porridge pots to kind of have in the morning. So I've got a couple of the oat ones, and that's just because I just know that Dad's not going to be able to make my porridge the way that I like it. So I thought, you know, if I pick up these, it's literally a case of just adding hot water. So I picked up a protein one as well. So that's a cinnamon flavour. I've got my Fit Pro whey protein that I can, like, your Dad can just add to that for me. I've also got some raspberries in the fridge that I can add to the top. And then I've got my Biscoff. I've brought some more protein powder and my creatine. And then I've got my vitamins here as well. So I take a vitamin D gummy and a multivitamin gummy every morning, along with my magnesium. That's everything food-wise, really. I've packed in my bag a couple of snacks for when I come out of surgery, in case I'm going to want something. So I've just packed in like a protein bar, squares bar, packet of like oven baked crisps. They're like my favourite. What else have I got there? I'll just obviously like have some water, some juice, and that the care package that I was talking to you about. I'm actually going to show you what it looks like. If you weren't here for my last YouTube, I filmed what I was like doing in the day on Friday, which was now 2 days ago. And I kind of like talked you through the care package, but I ordered one to Dad's, and then I didn't think it was to home, and then I didn't think it was going to get there in time. So then I ordered another one to Dad's. So now luckily actually I have one here, and then I have one at home for when I go back in a few days post surgery. So I'm just going to show you my care package that came for me. So I can literally hear Dad stirring upstairs, so I am going to go in a minute, have my bagel, and actually I'm going to do some work this morning. I've like planned it in, like, one, it's great for a distraction, but also I think my work is going to be affected for like a couple of days, so I just want to get on top of things. Basically, I'm going to like write some content, there's something that like I want to film, and then I've given my clients like the opportunity to like talk to me this morning if they need it. I'll be checking in with like the trial lady, so I've got quite a lot to do, so it'll keep me distracted, but also it needs to be done basically. So the care package, it actually came with some like little leaflets. Ooh. that are really helpful. Like I say, I spoke about this on my YouTube the other day, but it's from this company called ENDOBuddies. So there's like a little card here about like free confidential mental health support, like 24/7 support, which is amazing because you can feel like really anxious and low and isolated when you've got endo. I've got that's like another little thing. This says good luck for the surgery. Please remember you've totally got this. Send in love and gentle hugs, which is absolutely lovely. This is fantastic. So it's a little card of like what to ask after surgery, and you can ask your consultant or nurse to complete this for you. So it's like, what was the diagnosis, like what was found and where, will my stitches need removing, how do I clean my wounds, like. So I'm gonna take this box with me. So it's come in like a little flat box. That is to help with some breathing techniques if you struggle with anxiety, which I don't normally, but to be honest, this week has been very hard. Okay, so then I've got some little tissues, a scrunchie, which I love because it's like Cad Kidson like. I've got a pen, I've got a little mini like nail file, aloe vera, lip balm thing. Got a couple of lozenges. I've actually bought some myself anyway, but apparently like your throat can get sore after the operation because of the tubes and things. So I've got a couple of lozenges. They give me a couple of tea bags of peppermint tea because apparently peppermint tea like really helps with like the bloating because they're pumping me with gas. That helps with the bloating, and like apparently you can get quite bad like shoulder pain and chest pain from the gas again, and apparently that helps with that. Got like a little fidget keyring, I guess that would be like a great distraction. Some earplugs for if it's noisy in the hospital. Got this body lotion, which is like a bamboo forest body lotion apparently. And then I got a little eye mask, which I doubt I'll be using, you know, some of this stuff at the hospital, but I'm going to take it with me anyway, and then it'll be great to come back to. And then obviously because of what my surgery is, then I've got like I've got a pad there, little mint, and then this support and information leaflet, which is so helpful, I can't even tell you. So I've read this already, but I'm going to take that with me and give it another read and make sure that I ask all the questions that I want to. So yes, it's really cute. So it came in like this little flat box. So yeah, I'm going to take that with me. So guys, it's 7:25, so I'm going to get my bagel now and do a bit of work, and then I'm going to take you upstairs with me and show you what I've packed ready for my operation. Guys, it's so homely in here. This is where I'm going to be for the next few days.